shaved in 2 or 3 days. They don't want to see my ugly ass anyway.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Ooh.
Ugh. Blind me.
This one, yeah.
Yeah, it blinds me. Sunlight.
Ah, you know.
Oh,
You're not there yet, are you?
yeah,
Oh, we are.
yeah. Hey, Mike. Hey, Tanya. How y'all doing? Hi, Texas. Oh, getting stir crazy, to be honest, Texas. Hey, Thomas. Hi, Christine. Hi, Sherry. Ooh, boy. Well, that's weird. My messages are just popping in all sorts of places. Hi, Miss Shante. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Susanna. Oh. Hi, Jill. I don't do channeling, Susanna. So how have you all been doing? Hey, Double Sue. How you doing? So is anyone looking forward to a nice vacation at home? I know it's nice for a little while, but after a while, it's like, well, yeah, it has been a while, Sue. You too, Sherry. Yeah. But it's been a sad time, really. First, I lost a friend of mine, an old friend of mine, about a week ago, a little bit over a week ago, and then uh, Sherri, Sherri Phillips, she passed away on Wednesday, I believe it was. Watching a lot of Netflix. Yeah. I've been doing some spring cleaning, Sherry. You want to go back to work, Susanna. I don't much blame you. Yeah, yeah. It is depressing. Oh, the light's fading fast. But yeah, I'm sorry I got distracted. Sherri Phillips. In case you all don't know, any of you newer people, Sherri was like the original mod. She's the one that kind of talked me into us into doing a live stream and stuff, and you know, she really encouraged us to get started, and yeah, it was a surprise. She had a hard time doing it because of medical problems, but she did it for a while, and then she passed the torch on to Thomas. Oh yeah, that's fine, Thomas. Sure. Yes. Yes. In case you're not familiar with Sherri, uh, she was married to Lisa Howard, and Thomas is going to be putting up Lisa's PayPal link up there if anyone would like to donate funds to help her out. I know this is has to be a really hard time for her. You know, emotionally, financially, and everything. It's boy. You're waiting on your stimulus check. Yeah, that'd be nice to have. But I'm afraid to spend it on anything. Might need it for whoever, Lord knows what. It's hard to tell. Um, no, my friend worked for UPS, and it was a he. He died. Yes, there's been 2 deaths, and ironically, during this, you know, pandemic, neither of their deaths was associated with the virus. Um, one had cancer, and I believe they said Sherri had a heart attack. That's true. I don't imagine things will be going back to normal immediately. Um, boy, it's going to be really putting a hurting on a lot of people, small businesses and stuff, and all like that. It's going to be a rough time. And I heard also that it could carry on at least go strong until August. And they didn't show the chart after that, so I don't know how long, but hopefully before next winter comes, because boy, it's going to be bad again if everyone's all closed up together and stuff inside. at least now we can get outside and open up the windows and let in some good air. And speaking of which, I'm going to light some sage to cleanse the air. I've had the doors open all day, but just for a cleansing thing. And there's also some Palo Santo wood burning in my little torch. Shoot, I can't get that out. Okay, there, I got it. Woo! Boy, that sucker didn't want to go out. It all burned good here for a while. Hey, Mike. Wow, 11 people in here. Cool. But yeah, if if you wouldn't, if you'd like to donate, Thomas is going to be posting that link up to help out Sherri's spouse. Burning down the house. Yes, yes, I am. No, Jill, I'd never thought I'd see anything like this either. Yeah, Susanna, because I know I feel like I'm losing it sometimes. I want to get out and do something. I've gone out in the yard and I've filmed some stuff and all like that, but I still feel like I'm in a prison or something here. And I can't really go out in public because I've got a lot of health problems, lung problems and other stuff. And it'd just be too dangerous. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Sorry to hear that, Texas. Yeah, with this stuff going on, it is hard to tell. But hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. But anyway, yeah, I didn't really have anything else to talk about. Oh, well, I can show you something. I've been busy, and if you all saw my last live stream, I showed my desk, what it looked like. Now let me show you what it looks like. All the pile of stuff is gone. You don't need to see the ashtray. Still have to do some shelves up there. I haven't really cleaned them off. But yep, got her done. Spring cleaning. Oops. Oh, thank you, Susanna. Yeah, really Thomas. Hopefully he will get it back soon. Or she, Texas, I've never known. Are you male or female, if you don't mind me asking? You're proud of me, Sherri. Oh, well, thank you. That stuff's been there since, wow, I haven't cleaned this off completely in probably about a year. So there was a lot of stuff. Hey, Jenny, how you doing? Okay, that's what I thought, Texas. Um, yeah, Jenny, we were just talking about Sherri. Um, and I was telling them about how she helped us with our channel, the live streams when they first started. Um, she really encouraged us to do them and stuff, and it was a nice push. I'm glad she did. Okay, well, let's see. For something different today, how about if I start off with reading the dice? Um, I'll light my candles. But how I'm doing? About lag or anything? Are you all seeing any lag? Hi, Tommy. How you doing? I got a new router and modem, and just got them hooked up. And this is the first live stream I've had since it's been hooked up. It was just and I was just wondering how it's doing. Hopefully, it's doing better. Hey, Cindy, how you doing? No lag. Wow, that is so cool. Oh, okay, Texas. Okay, cool. Oops. Okay, thanks. Thanks for letting me know. Okay. But yeah, I think we've all been a little down. Well, a lot down since we heard about Sherri. Just put my reading cloth down. Okay. Oh, did they, Jenny? Huh. Wow. I wonder why. I seem to have heard someone else getting theirs pulled for the same reason, but I've never really understood quite why. It doesn't make sense. You know, it's something, it's a part of life. It's something natural, and it happens, and it's, well, yeah, that still doesn't seem to be, in my impression, that's not a good reason to pull a video, you know. It wasn't offensive toward anyone. It was honest, and it was very sad, but you know, I'm sure they have worse videos, out there. Oh, Albert must be on the phone. I see him writing in there. Yeah, it's YouTube can be so stupid sometimes, I swear. I don't understand half the stuff they do. It doesn't make sense at all, you know. Let me see. Ah, her last words. Ah, no, it's not. It's not right. Not right at all. I mean, at least they should give you the opportunity to make a copy of it for yourself. They owe you that much. But there's no fighting them. I hear very few people actually winning their cases. That's a good idea, Belinda. Yeah, but like with an ordinary live stream, if they take it down, yeah, you know, you've lost out if you were getting paid. I'm not there yet myself, but you lose out on that income and stuff. And if you argue it, sure, they might change their minds and put it back, but by that time, everyone that's going to watch it has already seen it, and oh, I don't know. So frustrating. Oh, yeah, he's burning some brush. I took a little video of it because he's doing it in a barrel, and I was like, "Yeah, there's Albert burning incense," and it was just smoking away. Um, Yeah, you're right, Southern Belle. They don't make any sense at all. And that's the thing, is they made some sense or they even explained it, but they don't explain anything. They just throw in this vague, it goes against YouTube policy, and it doesn't say what or how or anything. Very aggravating. Okay. Well, does anyone want a dice reading? If you do, put a D in chat, and I'll give out dice readings first. Are you going live tonight, Jenny? That way I can time it so that I can get off here before. And if you do go live, what time? Hi, Seraphine. How you doing? Okay, Christine, Jill. Okay, I can start with Jill. Well, I need to turn you all down. Here we go. Oh, okay. You did a fundraiser last night. Okay. I missed that. I don't get notifications from you, Jenny, half the time. Or any of the time, really. I can't recall the last time I got one. I don't know how they work that, but they just seem to send, I don't know, half dozen or so, and that's it. Doing the doing. Okay. Let me see. Who did I say was first? Uh, Christine? Yeah, I think it was Christine's first. Then Jill. Okay. This is for Christine, and then I'll get you next, Jill. Oh. I need to get my stuff together here. Okay. This is Cancer, which is a water sign. That's Uranus, which is an air sign, and you have a 6. So that's greater water over air. Okay. Let me look that up. Here we go. Greater water over air, the storm, clearing the mind and washing away the previous situation. Much like the reading for greater fire over air, this combination um, shows intellectual detachment being broken by a huge rush of emotion. In this case, the feelings are watery, traditionally more associated with sensitive emotions than fire's aggressive courage. But when a wave this large crashes into cold reason, the overall impact can be just as powerful. This is a storm, not simply because water and air are fighting it out, but because undergoing a change toward this much water influence, when it specifically takes away air's clarity and calm decision making, will feel like being tossed by giant emotional waves. Washing away the mental plans you made can cause a lot of fear and uncertainty, but it can sometimes bring great benefits. Water is adaptable and will not be denied. It can bring love, quench our thirst for emotional connection, and put down old barriers we no longer needed. It is usually challenging, though. Water requires bravery to truly venture into. This particular combination of moving away from the dryly logical air to the churning emotional depths that can be hard on anyone who isn't prepared for it. The key is to be adaptable, like water. If a situation you thought was academic suddenly affects you very personally, don't fight it or waste time denying it. Emotions are not the enemy, and you will benefit from being truthful about your own. Water has healing and softening properties, compassion, love, and understanding. As this reading shows, feeling these is not weakness, but a part of being alive and human. It is also being part of a good human instead of a ruthless one. When this much water influence enters a situation, especially as a storm, and causing disruption where it wasn't expected, water can feel like something unwanted or negative. It absolutely isn't negative by default. Even if we are all upset about something, the fact that we can all care at all, makes us better people and turns the experience into something valuable. The physical image of water over air is that the raging storm or giant wave is crashing into nothingness. There are no stone walls to wash against or urgent fires to put out. This reading could therefore signify throwing emotion up into the air or sky and wasting energy. Swapping strong winds for each equally strong waves happens when we think that we can live our usually whole life, using only air. Look closely at all the parts of your life you have been trying to keep numb or explain away using logical decisions when in fact you should be honest about the emotional impacts. Whew, okay. Jill's next. Let me take a bit of a breather there. They say a lot. Hey Rain, how you doing? Anus and wind go together. That's funny, Belinda. Hey Jamie, how you doing? Okay, it's Jill's turn. Okay, Texas. Just let Thomas know. What's that, S? I don't know what Albert's saying. Is it Christine? Okay, cool. I'm glad. Jill. Okay. We have Venus, which is Earth. We have Scorpio, which is water, and so it's greater water over Earth. Greater water over Earth. Just a sec. Here we go. 138. Hey Tammy, how you doing? Yeah, I hate everything being closed up that like that. It's for the best though. Okay, sorry Jill. Greater water over Earth. Emotion and vision triumph over blockages, replaces stasis. Very poetic. This is a reading where every property of water succeeds. The connection to emotions, to healing, to vision, to daring, and dreams come to the fore and replaces Earth's rigid rules. As with many of the greater water readings, this flood can be difficult to control. Earth's hardest structures do not keep the water out in this case, and any stability is lost in a wave of emotion and receptive change. When there is an amount of water this large, it does not care about detail and takes no prisoners. It will flow into every space, surge over every wall. There is no choice about dealing with it. Instead, it must be acknowledged, and it's probably a good idea to go with its momentum. This is one of the readings most focused on romantic love. It takes over every other concern here, and like a great sea of flowing emotions, feelings are reciprocated and grow strongly and quickly. Immersed in water, we are greatly supported and transported to a different way of moving and thinking. Instead of the secure of brick and wall, we have a new medium that we share with other living things. It provides, cleanses, heals, and helps us travel. The trick is to stay afloat and make dives within your capacity and hold your breath. Being in of your head in such a wave can actually be very healing. The world is going to send something your way, and it will move you and carry you to new places. The potential negative aspects of this are really obvious, though, and when they come in at the expense of Earth, they can be quite disruptive. Losing Earth correspondences means a reduction in stability and also in material possessions, wealth, and security. If you're tempted to make giant emotional decisions that leave you vulnerable at home or at work, take the time to ensure that your material possessions are safe while they happen. Do the boring things go before going on a wild adventure, especially if you're enjoying yourself and think you don't need to stop? Stop. Check in on the routine tasks that keeps you stable, and then enjoy the ride afterwards with the confidence that you're not forgetting anything. Okay. So Thomas, who was after Jill? I love you too, Jamie. Sisters are doing it for themselves. Okay, Rain is after Jill. Okay, Rain. For some reason, it seems so much darker over here. Hold on just a sec. Let me see if I can turn this light on. Oh, no, it must not be plugged in. Oh, well. This thing is fire. Oh, Sherri, you crack me up. Okay. This is for Rain. Okay, Rain, we have, let's see, that is Saturn, Saturn's Earth, so lesser Earth over Capricorn, which is Earth also. So you have lesser Earth over Earth. Let me look that one up here. $144. Rich topsoil sets supported by strong. This brings good support to a healthy process and shows a successful foundation for a relationship or project. A double earth pairing is always strong and tough, but here the softer soil of lesser earth on top is also rich and useful. Both sides of Earth's appearance in the world are shown, the strong resilient stone and the green fruitful fields. This is a reading of things being in their rightful place and of work already done. The fact that the new element is lesser does mean that there's a chance that a different one might have more success. Earth is not very wild or dynamic, and a steady endurance is not the only way. It is a safe route, though, and this is a combination of extreme positive with a solid base. Here is the path of crops and farm. After the initial work has been completed, the fields were ready and have been plowed. They're open to receive the seed and be fertile ground for growth. There is no sun here to make the crops grow very quickly, but the land is perfect and success will come in time. That does not mean you should stop working or thinking ahead, however. This is a very dry reading with no water for the land. It's very slow with no fire to move our bodies or air to dart about and with brave new ideas. There are many opportunities to move quickly in a direction when starting from a situation of earth, and this is a good time to look at those next. The healthy soil has come in and sets in the right places over the stable earth. This is a combination that should make us grateful for truly reliable ground to stand on. In many pairings, the elements might be disruptive as new ones arrive, particularly if it is a greater one in strength. It could fall into the empty spaces of air or splash into free-flowing water. Even if this settles down again, there's been a lot of movement during the interaction. In this one, Earth meets Earth in an amount that does not challenge the current settled level. It is a friendly element and a useful quantity. We need to recognize when this happens and pay attention to being grateful for the patient support that we receive. Despite the lack of crashing waves or raging fires, this reading is an exciting one because it says that the groundwork is laid for anything to happen next, and it will probably be louder than the status quo at the moment. Okay. Hi, Nancy Vu. Have I missed anyone? I hope not. Oh no, Thomas. 2 pair of glasses on. Wow. Oh, spank me, big boy. Sherri. I don't know. You're welcome, Rain. Texas is next. Okay. Okay, we have 9, meaning it's greater. Let me see. That's that's Mercury over, which is Earth, and this one is Gemini, which is air. So greater Earth over air. I wouldn't think this one would be too stable, but let's see. Greater Earth over air, the overworked scribe, having a root in the real world. Air is superb at creating ideas and intellectual achievements, but is not best at translating them to the physical world. In this reading, Earth comes in and solidifies those ideas into practical solutions. This most commonly means a big increase of Earth where there was previously air, and that the positive things linked to Earth, wealth, security, the home, improve substantially according to previous laid plans. The formless air transforms into a very real and solid Earth, and while there can be a loud crashing of rock down into empty space, it is definitely a move toward measurable events happening in the real world, where they were only ideas before. One thing to check is that your ideas do not require great wildness or emotion, because you're not getting those here. The purely sea of air did not become fire's loud courage or the sun's success and glory, but instead moved to be Earth's attributes of slower, sensible endurance and achievement. If the air that is being replaced needs an outcome which was less ordered, it could find itself trapped by the status quo instead. There's one very negative reading of this situation as well, which is that Earth coming in and replacing air means that your airy ideas will not come to pass after all. A heavy quantity of Earth suspends over empty air could mean a reverse of normality, or the demands of work or materialism make it difficult to think clearly. It could also mean that the practical concerns, such as money or the home, actually deny you the chance to explore wilder ideas or stop you from having any time for study. Earth's link to money, work, food, and physical possessions usually mean that we can view the element as success when it appears. We see its presence as literal riches. Sometimes, however, it is the other aspects of Earth, its stillness, weight, and order, which dominate. This could mean that the plans made with air are totally stopped by inertia, by paperwork, or by the demands of tradition. So while we should be happy when something goes from thought into being given solid form, in this case, that form can be boringly solid. If we want the if we want the opposite, then there is still work to be done to inject the situation. Ideas that are ready can be translated into documents, but make sure that your physical needs are met so that you have time to keep inventing brilliant plans. Okay, there you go, Texas. Oh, you love them, Sherri? I think they're a little bit like horoscopes, I guess you could say, but a lot of reading, whole lot of reading. I thought I'd do some reading and started off with that and then go into something a little bit easier. The way I was running it with ending it with well, I went from the runes to the dice to the tarot to the oracle cards, and it was just more and more reading as I went along. This breaks it up a little bit. Okay. Okay, Richard is next. Okay, Richard. Just a sec. Let me take a drink of coffee. Okay, Richard. Oh, okay, Texas. Is it Sherri? That's great. That's great. Well, this new router apparently is doing the trick. Now, my next big challenge is to try to go on someone else's live stream and see if I lag or anything on there. Texas, you can go back and hear your reading. When this is over, it's being streamed to live YouTube, so it'll be there. Let's see, it's 6, which is greater. Taurus, which is Earth. And Mercury again, which is Earth also. So we have greater Earth over, we had lesser Earth over Earth earlier. I think. Yeah, this is different. Greater Earth over Earth. This is a reading of great strength and endurance, a shield of the hardest rock and solid foundations. The mountain is invincible against it. The use words against it, but they will achieve nothing. Nothing shakes the mountain. It can provide total protection, but only by remaining static. It is immune to emotions, fun, pain, and fear, and doesn't take part in any of these. It endures in patient safety. When danger is near, the mountain shelter for a short time. We must remember, though, that we are not made of stone. Change is inevitable, and we would not be alive without it. This invulnerable rock is a place to retreat to while we catch our breath, but not something we can take away to use elsewhere. If we refuse to leave its shelter, we will be trapped in one place. Earth's aspects are unopposed here, so any of them that you seek will be very present. This reading also refers to strength and stability in areas associated with other elements, such as love and relationships. The most common message in this reading is about immediate feelings, and it advises us to get our shields up. Be the mountain, stubborn, proud, defiant. Be tough, sure in what you want, and unwilling to move. If you do those things today, you will be invincible. Earth's solidity can be helpful in succeeding over doubts and fears, but this is never in a superficial way. We can bury painful things in the earth and it will take them from us, dissolving their potency in its grounding magic. When we apply this strength to our own bodies or hearts, then the shield of rock we put around ourselves is not brittle or lacking in care for others. It does indeed make us invincible, able to divert water's woes and the fire of enemies, keep us sensible in the face of the moon's intriguing mystery or sun's heady pride. But the earth's influence isn't just an unhealthy numbing of our emotions. It is an understanding of our real roots, strength built on reliable and enduring foundations. The mountains reminds us that we have the right to exist and that the things that are already our own are valuable. Its depths contain the things that are already ours, our own. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Its depths contain gold and gems. Its caves and rocks are the walls of our dwellings. This much earth energy is great for both the home and wealth. It promises that our choices and work will be productive and safe. It tells us that if we sit still and be strong, then the rewards will come. There is almost no movement in this reading. If you are bored by situations in the home or work, this offers no change, but reminds you that you take your home with you in your body and self-belief. The best part of receiving a reading like this is that it does not contain any catastrophic change. Precisely that it doesn't contain that disruption. Remember to value what you already have and use your supports to stand tall every day in a substantial way. Whoa. Okay. Golden gems. Jamie's next. Okay. Give me just a sec. Oh, okay. That's okay, Nancy. I must have picked a bad time for you. See, I was afraid with the way my computer's been running online, and with I got a warning with my StreamYards that the streams are really over full right now, and some can be bumped off and stuff. So I thought, I'll take it at 7 because there might be less people on at that hour, and I figured they'd come on stronger toward 8, 9 or so. Oh, you're welcome, Richard. Jamie's next. Okay, we have greater greater Sagittarius, which is fire, over Pluto, which is earth. So greater fire over earth. $134. Here we go. The forest ablaze, clearing the way of obstacles, destroying the status quo to allow a fresh start. This is a challenging reading. There is great energy and destruction, a breaking down of the existing order to make a new way. When trees burn in a forest, the ground is enriched, but left with no coverage until the local life. Large aggressive change is wrought here by fire on the aspects of earth. This can be violence, destruction, or simply a high amount of angry, passionate effort overturning the established order. This reading means that change is inevitable and that it may look like disaster, but that the cleared ground will be all rebuilding afterwards. Sometimes bad routines are so entrenched that only wiping the board clean can force them away. At other times, this great challenge can be unwanted, but must be faced. The land will survive and the foliage will return without neighbors to compete with it for available sunlight. Fire is important to us. It is our urgent inner need that we hold to be very strong and will defend with passion. Overcoming the inertia and old traditions of earth can be a positive thing in many situations anyway, but doubtfully so when it is when it is to move to such an important new place. The tradition itself is usually difficult, though. Large change tends to bring the things that you want, but because it is so big, the boundaries that can easily grow to include other people's wants as well. It can be scary and feel like it is moving out of your control. On the other hand, we have to be realistic. There is no life without change, no excitement, and no hope for the future. Change is your friend. Change is your friend, even when it means a risk to the reliable structures of home or work. When Earth is often slow and bound by rules, fire is the defiant shout. It's a rebellion, a set of demands that things must be better. This this change is coming, so either be part of it or take cover until it is past and fight against it afterwards. If you are asking advice on how to do something, the answer is burn it to the ground. Make big change. Don't do half or go into it with low energy and no motivation. If you're going to make something new, make a noise about it. Try to be the best, brightest version that people can't help but notice. If you're scared about the big change, then start making plans now. The future is not fixed, and anything that changes can be altered again later. If you don't like this one, make your own once it is past. While it is frightening, the greater fire can be a force for great good if you ride it. If there is a New Year's resolution you talked about but never done, a change to your body or career that you would like to make a real difference, look into it. Greater fire is one of the few elements that has the power to fully over the heavy weight that we feel, holding us back into the usual way of things. It's a chance to make a real. Wow. Okay, I'm going to take a real quick break here. I need some more coffee. I'm drinking out of my Yoda cup, and it's small. Doesn't hold that much. But I'll be right back. Check out each other's pages. Anyone that has pages, check them out. Let people know you have a page. Don't ask for subscribers, though. Okay. Thanks, Uncle Terry. That's funny. Oh, and if anyone missed it, I explained burning sage is supposed to clean out the air, purify it of germs and bacteria and molds. Sage is very good about that. Um, so it's good to burn it, but be careful not to inhale it because it can be a lung irritant if you inhale it directly into your lungs. Let it diversify in the air a little bit before you breathe it. Huh. Well, that is weird. Hey, Stony, how you doing? Okay. Um, Let me see. Oh, that's all for the dice readings. Okay, cool. Well, I took a break at the right time. You love burning sage. Hey, Stony, I'm doing fine. How are you? Okay, Richard, I've not heard about black sage, juniper. Is that juniper sage, or are you talking about juniper, the bush? Um, yeah, white sage is the best, Stony. I was getting ready to say that. You beat me to it. White sage is the best. Probably blue sage would be second best. I don't know. What do you think, Stony? Get your opinion on this. Or anyone else that's familiar with burning sage. But I don't know about clearing the air if the white is better. But they always say for spiritual protection and stuff um, that the white sage is the best to use. I don't know why. I don't know why. I have no clue, Richard. With mugwort, huh? Buffalo sage. I've never heard of that. White sage with blue grass is good and not such a strong of a smell. Okay. Okay. Yeah, Albert hates the smell of white burning sage. He says it smells like dirty feet. Okay. Wish mine would stay lit. I've got some Palo Santo in there too, though. That probably doesn't help. Oh, my candle's about burning out. Okay. It comes from Winnipeg, Manitoba. Huh. Sweetgrass does smell good. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen there's so many different varieties of your herbs now. It's amazing. Like in basil and thyme and sage. You know, Stoney, I kind of had a thought about that. You're probably right. You're probably right. In that case, it probably wouldn't make any difference, really. It's just an old belief and association. But as far as I know, scientifically, they've proven that sage um, will cleanse the air in real life of germs and stuff and viral particles or I'm not sure what you'd call it. Frankincense, myrrh, and dragon's blood. Okay. I ordered some frankincense, and I'm still waiting on it. It's been a long time. Yeah, that's what this is, the frankincense resin. Oh yeah. Yeah, well they've always used them, but people kind of just brushed them off and associated that with superstition and stuff. But now they're going back and finding out, they did have some good reasons for what they were doing. I had an incense stick, dragon's blood, and that smelled pretty good. I've never smelled actual dragon's blood. Well, you know what I mean. Okay. So for those of you just coming in, how are you all holding out in these crazy times? Lavender, yeah, lavender's good. White sage kills the cooties. I as if they can catch will it. Hashtag cooties. Excuse me. Yeah. Huh. And it's a resin of sorts. Dragon's blood. Okay. Next, I'm going to read everybody an oracle card here.
I like the smell of that house something wood.
Yeah, Albert loves Palo Santo. You gave up?
Oh, for a little while. I let it die down a bit.
Albert's in the house.
Wow. Yeah, that stuff smells pretty good. Compared to what I've been smelling.
Oh, you know, we've tried for probably at least 10 years or more to grow lavender regularly. We've tried it, and
oh, it's hard to grow.
yeah, it just does not want to grow, I guess, in this soil around here. It just dies back. But I like the not lavender. What's that bush we have out here?
Lilac.
Lilac. I knew it was an L word. lilac. I like the smell of lilac.
Yeah, it's going to be loaded with
Fresh.
bloom this year.
Sherry says, Albert.
Belinda! Sherri!
Belinda throws a kiss. Seraphine says hi. Oh, let me turn you all up before I get into the oracle cards.
Yes.
There he is.
I smell like wood smoke.
By horse manure.
Horse manure.
Actually, we've tried using that before. We got a bunch and shoveled it down to the yard, but yeah, we got a couple of real old bushes. One came from my mom's.
The white one.
It's a white one.
We have white, dark purple, and light purple. And the light purple one's going to be really pretty this year. The dark purple one's dying out a little bit, and the white is taking over the back.
Miss seeing lilacs. Oh, you don't have those down there, Thomas.
Hey, Thomas.
He says, hello, Albert. Stoney says, hi, Mr. Owl.
Oh, just make me feel really old.
Hello, I'm Mr. Owl. Hey, Owl.
Been burning a lot of brush. I ain't touched some parts of that yard in 5 years. It looks pretty bad.
Yeah, it was overgrown, and brush over years had built up back there and hasn't been burned or anything.
No, the pile's taller than I am.
But it's going down. It's looking. He's got rid of half of it at least.
3/4 of it now.
Okay.
Yeah, I only have one big pile left. Nope, they don't grow.
Oh, hi, Thomas.
That's crazy.
Well, that's a shame.
They're real easy to start. I'll send you a start.
Yeah,
Wonder if they have to go through the cold, I guess.
Yeah, there might be, or maybe the soil's too sandy for them or something, or I'm not sure.
I'll be glad to send you some black bamboo.
Yeah. That would live well in Florida. It's black stalk bamboo. It's beautiful. It's got this real dark black color to it when it's fully grown.
Too hot for lilac. Huh.
Oh, too hot. See. Well,
I guess you can't do tulips and daffodils and all that stuff.
Well, you wouldn't have that cold period they need to go through.
Huh. Well, that would suck.
Yeah. Now you could force them at home. Oh. You're southern raised.
Stony. Oh. It just makes me feel old. I'm not used to being called Mr. Grandmother raised you right. And Grandma's always right.
Yeah, don't want to mess.
Just seeing. Yeah, well,
Huh?
I didn't send you some. We got plenty. You have to contain it in something though, because it's real invasive. It'll send shoots 10, 15 foot away from it, and it'll take over your yard really easy.
But if you put like a metal rim or stone or something around it in the soil where the roots can't get through, then you'll be able to contain it into one area, and it makes real nice clumps. They look so cool. They grow about 15 foot tall,
20,
but they
15, 20 foot tall.
they
Yeah.
kind of droop over, so it's not real high, and they make such neat little arches and stuff the way they droop over and stuff. Plus, they're edible. You can use the root, the not the stalk, but the root for bamboo shoots. Make your own bamboo shoots. Musogee, Oklahoma. Musogee. Is that pronounced right? Best soil in the world. But yeah, Jill said, "Hey Al."
Hi, Jill.
Yeah, if you want some Stony, you're welcome to it.
Yeah, send Terry your address and we'll send you some. Be glad to. I've made several trellises out of it.
Oh yeah.
They'll last about 3 or 4 years. I tie them to rope, twine that you would bale hay with or something like that. But yeah, I'd be glad to send you some. We got plenty. Makes a nice barrier and it stays green all winter. It was green this past winter, is still green.
Well, except what's already turned black.
Right. Well, the leaves. It's got a lot of green leaves. But yeah, the pole itself turns black. And they do. You can make all kinds of stuff with it. So how were your readings?
Oh, not bad. I'm getting ready to do some oracle cards.
Oh, okay.
And
what did they pick?
Oh,
my phone went dead out there.
Did it? Oh,
yeah, it did.
That's why you went quiet.
Yeah, I had to go quiet. I forgot to plug it in earlier today.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, it was going dead while I was out there.
So Ricky wanted to come be in the show.
What are you reading? Which one?
It's Madame Endora's. This is a group reading for everybody. The stars. Oops. The stars. A long journey brings rewards. A long journey brings rewards.
Wow. I don't think anybody will be going to.
Yeah, really. Not many people are going to be traveling. The stars. I'll turn you all down here in just a sec.
I was out there thinking about Mike earlier. I said, I bet he'd like to be here with a fire and a cold beer in his hand. Well, time does go by fast when you're doing that.
Here we go. The star.
Turn them down.
The stars represent a voyage that spans a great distance. It may also indicate a separation or possible reunion. Your dreams will become reality. A journey brings rewards. Okay. So, boy, I can't see many of us making long trips, but it could mean a separation or possible reunion. Well, Now we're being told to stay separate from each other, so maybe that's what it's talking about. Okay. Now, I have two newer decks. Well, actually, I've had this one for a while, but the Archangel Oracle, I've had it for a while, but they never sent directions. And then I got these recently, and they didn't have directions. So I wrote the company, and they sent me to the website that had directions, and it had them for both decks of cards. So I'm going to do readings from the Archangel Oracle. Put an A if you want an Archangel, or Past Life Oracle. So whenever it comes to you, when it's your turn. So Richard is first. Which would you like, Archangel or Past Life Oracle? Let me turn you all down now, so you can start seeing.
I think I might have to go take a shower. You cinched all the hair off, Mark. They're naked.
Oh boy. There we go. Archangel. Richard wants Archangel. Okay, hold that, guys, or else till I call your name, until I come to you. That way we won't overload Thomas with too much. You can just tell me whenever it's your turn. And another reason why I wanted to do these so much is because I got instructions on how to do this. Is for the Archangel ones alone. This is the instructions. It's there's probably like 50 pages or so. Both sides at that. No, 67. There's 67 pages. I thought, well, I might as well get my ink and paper's worth out of this and use them. Okay, let's see. Richard wants an Archangel. And Richard, you're my guinea pig because I haven't read these cards yet. Richard has Clairvoyance. Archangel Raziel, I am helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can see heavenly love. So you can clearly see heavenly love. Clairvoyance. Archangel Raziel. I don't recall that one. Um, clairvoyance. Let me look that up now. It's going to take me just a minute. Clairvoyance 29. Here we go. Your clairvoyance may come in different forms, as fleeting mental images in your mind's eye, as dreams, as reoccurring sights in your physical world, as auras and energy, or as apparition experiences. All the facets of clairvoyance are beautiful and varied. Enjoy and trust them. Hold the intention of seeing only love, and that's what you'll see. Working with Archangel Raziel. Raziel's aura holds all the colors of the rainbow, like a beautiful prism of light. Working with clear quartz crystals magnifies clairvoyance and helps you feel closer to Raziel. So, Richard, do you want to deal with clear quartz to help with your clairvoyance? Okay. Yeah, Stony. Wish or Top Hat, or I forget which one. They're both basically the same. Where you order it from China and that. Okay, so who is next, Thomas? If you don't mind. I have a hard time scrolling back. And so far, I haven't gotten anyone's names, knock on wood, anyone's name stuck up there. Yes, Tony, I was shocked. I was like, oh my God, 67 pages. And these stuff aren't cheap. And I was like, and it kept going and going and going and going. And I was like, oh Lord, it's going to run out on me. You just bought clear quartz. Well, that's cool. Stony is next. Okay, this is for Pete. She wants one for Archangel. Oop. Well, that's cool. Thank you, Jamie. There's others in here too that have channels if you're interested. Thomas ought to start one. A cooking channel or something. Flowers, plants. There's a lot he could do one on. Divine Order. Archangel Raguel, Raguel, I think. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see underlying order. Look past the illusion and see underlying order. Okay. Divine Order. That's Archangel Raguel. Raguel. Nope. Knock my rocks off there. Divine Order.
Where you going, playing craps?
No, I knocked one of the crystals off.
Oh.
I knocked my rocks off. Okay. Here's the rest of that reading. A win-win situation is brewing, one with solutions that are fair to everyone involved. This requires you to have blind faith that heaven is working behind the scenes to extract the higher good for all. Ask me to buoy your faith if it wavers. Buoyance, like buoyance, buoy your faith if it wavers. Keep it from sinking. Use positive affirmation and prayers to keep your spirits high. Above all, make sure that your conversations about this situation involve positive and optimistic words and phrases. You're so powerful that your positive thoughts can speed the resolution along even quicker. Raguel has beautiful pale blue energy, like the sky on a perfect spring morning. He's the archangel who guides people to act in fairness and just ways. And Raguel will also give us faith in humanity's essential goodness. Wearing or holding an aquamarine crystal will align you with Raguel's kind and wise persona. So you need a piece of aquamarine or something along those lines. You're buffering. Is anyone else buffering, or is it just... Yeah, please keep me informed, folks, if I buffer any or how much. Okay, Jill's next. She wants past life. These are kind of interesting ones, I thought. They're so different. Okay. I got decks of cards everywhere. I love these, how they've got the gold edging on them. Nice set of cards. And they only cost about $5, I think. Both decks were something like that. Very affordable. Except they don't have no booklet with them. Okay, Egypt. Okay, thanks, Thomas. Okay, Egypt. Come on. Here we go. Egypt. This card signals a significant past life in Egypt, which relates to your present situation and question. When a negative pattern stubbornly refuses to heal, its roots are often buried in a lifetime beyond conscious memory. Fortunately, you can handle and heal the issue. Like gardening, you can eliminate vestiges of the past by pulling them out by the roots. If you're drawn to Egyptian culture or travel, you most likely had a positive experience in your lifetime there. You may wish to explore the belief systems of Egypt to tap into ancient memories. Much of Egyptian spirituality involves astronomy and astrology, so stargazing can also help you trigger insights and recollections. On the other hand, if the thought of you traveling to Egypt is frightening to you, or you have a negative feeling about its culture or spirituality, you may have deep seated fears associated with your lifetime there. This is fairly common as many traumas occurred in this land in ancient times. Working with a qualified past life therapist or um, uh, regression audio can help you release and heal old toxic energies. So walk like an Egyptian. Walk like an Egyptian. Okay. Hey, Jennifer. Hey, I didn't see you in here. I think I did. I hope I didn't miss anyone else. Okay. Who was next, Thomas? And please, if Thomas, if you could put that link back up there. Jill's next. Okay. Oh, you snuck in. That's okay. That's okay, Jennifer. I'm glad to see you're here. Um, Thomas, if you wouldn't mind posting Elisa Howard's link. Um, Sherri Phillips, she used to moderate on this channel. And she helped out a lot. And
she helped me more than once. God bless her.
Yeah.
She was a good woman.
And
we'll miss her for a little while, but we'll see her again.
Her partner now is probably, I imagine, hurting financially and everything, and probably have a lot to cover. So, if you knew and loved Sherri, or if you just want to do something nice for someone, please consider donating to her PayPal. Help her along, and kind of something in honor of Sherri's past. I don't solicit funds or anything. This is not a solicitation or anything like that, but I'm just saying, I'm not benefiting by this in any way at all.
Send it to
yeah. Oh, the mummy's tomb. Wow. Oh, she's watching the mummy's tomb, and I just read a card about Egypt.
Oh. Well, earlier I caught part of the Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
The
movies.
Yeah, the movie, the last one, what was the name of it?
A Very Brady Movie 2
Oh,
or
God,
something like
so
that. Oh, but I love them. They're hilarious. Thank you for posting that, Thomas. But yeah, just give a thought if I know everyone's hurting right now, probably out of work and wondering what's going to happen tomorrow. But if you're in any position at all. Oh, Rain is next. Okay. Rain. Okay. Well, Rain, what kind of card did you want? The past life or the Archangel?
Wow. Hope nothing happens to anyone else. Usually they come in threes.
I know.
We've lost 2.
Well, I was thinking about that guy from the supermarket that
up here
we just learned about.
Yeah, that was crazy. One of our neighbors supposedly froze to death in his house. One of my other neighbors was telling me about it. This past winter, he froze to death in his house up here. And his mom died about 3 years ago, and I guess his mom took care of everything. And he worked. I seen him this fall. I seen him walking to and from work several times and spoke to him, and something like that. He worked. I don't understand if he just couldn't afford the bills or what, but I never heard anything about it on anywhere or from anyone, and something like that just shouldn't happen.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Someone freezing to death in their own home. That's just crazy.
Oh, that's okay, Thomas. No problem.
I hope that's all we hear about.
Yeah, hopefully. Jennifer says hi.
Hi, Jennifer.
You almost sound like Kermit the Frog there. Hi-ho, Jennifer. Okay, Rain. Yes. May she rest in peace. Oh. Well, Rain, this is a very good card to have right now, especially. You are safe. Archangel Michael, I am protecting you against lower energies and guarding you, your loved ones, and home. Hopefully he's guarding you from this virus going around. But you are safe. Let me grab this. Here we go. The rest of it. Let go of worries. I am surrounding you, your loved ones, home, and possessions with powerful, loving light. This light repels lower energies and attracts loving experiences, light and love instead of on fear, as you'll attract the object of your focus. With your mind free of fear, you'll have additional time and energy to devote to your life's mission. You are free when you are fearless. Know that you are safe at all times and that my protection is flawless. Michael's chief role is to escort away the lower energies of fear. If you become worried or anxious, mentally ask Michael to bring you peace. You can also ask that he clear your home, office, vehicle, or community of toxins. After you call upon Michael, you'll likely notice a warm feeling. That's because you warrior spirit. You can ask Michael to stay with you continuously as he's able to be with everyone who calls upon him simultaneously. So that is a good one to have right now. You're welcome, Rain. Okay.
Don't smell quite as bad as I did. All the wood smoke.
So who's next?
Wow.
Seraphine, once past life. Okay, Thomas. Thank you so much.
Hey, I want to see another cooking video. Thomas.
Past life for Seraphine. Oh. Male, female.
Uh-oh.
Male, female.
That's a curious one.
Yeah. Okay. That's 63. This card signifies that you've lived many of your lives as different genders than the one you embody in this life. For example, you may now be living as a female, while in your previous lifetimes you were a male. In such cases, gender confusion and even health issues are often related to this change of gender over lifetimes. Because of most of your lifetimes you've lived as the other sex, you may not feel comfortable in your own skin. If this is your first lifetime as a woman, you may develop a gynecological issue or even experience infertility. If this is your first lifetime as a man, you may not relate to traditional masculine roles. This card asks that you have compassion for yourself and trust that your soul is doing the best it can. Remember that your soul is the result of all your past experiences.
I believe that.
Oh, cooking videos are coming, he says.
Figure out how to edit. That alone is time consuming.
Oh, it's not hard if you can get a good program.
Raven.
Okay, Jennifer. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Good night.
Hooper.
Yeah. Okay, Jamie is after Seraphim Archangel card. Okay. I think that's a good idea, Thomas. Doing your own channel. What the heck?
You just have to enjoy what you're doing while you're doing it.
Yeah, that's the thing. You have to enjoy it.
We just do it because we kind of enjoy it. Like to do it more.
Okay, this is for Jamie. Ah, claircognizance. Archangel Uriel. Uriel. Pay attention to thoughts and ideas that come to you, as they are answered prayers. Claircognizance. Claircognizance. There we go. I am not speaking too well tonight.
Specking?
No, I'm not specking well at all. That was clear cognizance. 27.
Man, these cookies are good. They're real good.
Is that dinner?
Well, it shouldn't be, but
Yeah, but it is.
Honey dips are awful good.
Okay. Claircognizance. You've prayed for answers, and they've come to you in the form of repetitive, telling you to take steps and make healthy changes. Don't discount your thoughts or think that they're just dreams or common knowledge. Your thoughts are tuned to high frequencies right now and are trustworthy inspirations. All great inventions, new businesses, and teachings stem from this same universal source of wisdom. You're tapped in that divine wisdom right now, and it's important to notice and record your thoughts. Then act upon those answers to your prayers.
Your banner's back. I'm sorry.
My banner. Oh. Uriel's name means the light of God. He's known for his ability to enlighten our minds with divine inspiration. Anytime you need answers or insights, call upon Uriel. He answers anyone who calls upon him. You'll know that Uriel has answered when you have. Oh, excuse me a sec. Gotta flip the page. You'll know that Uriel has answered when you have receptive thoughts or ideas that are positive, loving, and helpful. If you need facts in a hurry, such as during a test or an important meeting, Uriel will support you with the information. After you ask him for help, the answers will pop into your mind. Trust the information that he supplies. What's for dinner? You all, editing's not that hard. It really isn't. Takes some patience and some time to learn it, but it's really not that hard.
What's that?
Editing videos.
Oh.
And the more you do it, the more familiar you become with it, and easier it gets.
What's for dinner? Boy, I wish I knew. I was eating cookies.
Cookies for dinner.
Yeah, my mom sent me over some cookies. honey dips. I forget what these thingies are. These are those coffees. These are when we were little. She always made those ones.
Oh, coffee.
They had they have a cup of coffee. They are awesome. And then honey dips, and I don't know. She's just been baking because she ain't got nothing better to do, I guess.
Yeah.
The peanut butter with the Hershey picky in the middle. And this is it's got like coconut in the middle.
Yeah, chocolate and coconut.
You want to try one of these cream horns? Homemade
I
cream
love
horn?
those. I love those. Oh, I mean a cream horn. It's a little miniature one. I love these. These are so good. Excuse me just a second. Sorry, it's bad manners, I know.
But it's so good.
Yeah, but it's so good. Okay, Tammy's past life card is mother.
Ooh.
Mother, let me see.
Should have worsted a couple hot dogs while I was out there.
Yeah.
I was thinking of Mike the whole time I was standing out there. I said, I bet he'd be out here standing drinking beer BSing with us.
Come on.
That's all it was missing was a beer.
Oh, come on. I can't get these pages apart. Thank you.
Mine are like sandpaper, so it doesn't matter.
Okay. A mother. This card indicates that your mother in this life was also with you in other lifetimes. This is actually a very common occurrence. The mother-child relationship is significant emotional and physical bond. Excuse me. If you enjoy a healthy and loving relationship with your mother in this lifetime, you were probably drawn together again because of your fondness for one another. However, if your relationship has been challenging, this indicates a need to balance the karma through your forgiveness. Your feelings about your mother are directly related to your ability to manifest abundance, as mother energy is all about receiving. If you have blocks with your mother, then you have most likely developed control issues that prevent you from receiving help from others or from the universe. So this card adds personal work concerning your mother. At this time, you may wish life regression as an adjunct to other therapeutic methods. Past life regression.
And I've often, if you believe in reincarnation, I've often heard that you were born within 100 miles or less than in your other lifetime.
Huh, I'd never heard that.
Yeah.
Oh, recipe, please.
A recipe.
Oh, I think Nancy's talking about Thomas's.
Mm.
Thomas was talking about a recipe or something.
made shepherd's pie, I think. Is that the one we watched? Shepherd's pie?
Uh,
I think so.
yeah, it was. It was. Oh, cinnamon rolls.
Oh, one of my favorites.
Cinnamon rolls are good.
I make a mean cavatini.
Yeah, it's real mean. It'll bite.
It's a good cavatini.
I make a mean lasagna.
And my favorite food of all time is lasagna. Either that or pepperoni rolls with sauce and cheese and peppers.
Oh, cool, Tammy. I mean, that's sad. I'm sorry to hear that, but
What happened?
it's cool that you had a great relationship. Tammy said it's an awesome card since she passed away on Christmas Day. We had a great relationship.
Wow.
Hey, Nat, how you doing?
I'm still thankful I have my mother.
Nat is next. Okay, Nat. I'm reading. Where's my boxes here? I'm reading Archangel cards and past life cards. So put a P if you want a past life or an A if you want an Archangel. Oh, and Thomas just wrote it. Thomas is good. 100 miles, huh? Well, geez, I guess that means that I was born previously, probably somewhere down south. Past life, okay. That one's a past life. I was born in South Carolina, grew up in Maryland, and then moved to West Virginia. Well, I've lived in West Virginia a couple times, actually.
I've talked to two people today that told me they weren't born in West Virginia. One in Virginia and one, Jackie over here. She was born in one of the Carolinas, I think. And she said she liked West Virginia better. She grew up in another state, but she considers West Virginia her home.
Oh, I love the Carolinas. I love that Spanish moss that grows in all the trees down south. I think that is so cool. I'm sorry, Nat.
Oops, sorry.
One's past life. Nat has father.
Wow.
Okay, we're getting all the family members here now.
Well, I bet everybody's thinking about family right now.
Yep, probably a lot of people are thinking about family. Okay, Nat, this card indicates that your father in this life was with you in prior lifetimes. Any issues you've had with your father likely began long ago. Look at the cards that you drew prior to and after. I didn't do that. He may have not been your father in these lives, though, as souls continue to reincarnate together in different roles. To break any negative pattern with your father's soul, be willing to release old anger or forgiveness. This can be conscious or unconscious emotional energy stored in your psyche. Just your willingness to clean toxic relationship energy is enough to initiate the healing process. Remember that forgiveness doesn't mean that you approve of this person's actions. It simply means that you no longer are willing to carry around anger energy. By releasing the past, you subsequently heal your present and future. If you totally forgive your father and yourself, you are no longer have to reincarnate with that soul unless you choose to. You retain only the lessons, growth, and love you shared. As a benefit, The healing work that you do with your father helps all relationships you have with men. Okay. So that was Nat. Spanish moth. I wish we could grow it up here. I could probably grow it as a house plant, but I'd have to use a spray bottle on it constantly, I guess. Okay, Nancy Vu is next. She wants a past life. Okay.
How many
Nancy.
people you have in there?
We've got 9 now.
It works for me.
We had 15 in there earlier, I think.
Cool. Was Jenny going live?
No, she went live last night.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry.
And they took down her live stream. Did you hear?
Why?
They just figure it's because she was talking about Sherri passing away.
Oh.
But
I don't see why they would.
I know. I don't either. That's so ridiculous. Who knows why they do what they do? Okay. I'm very sorry there. Nancy, you have Asia. Past life, you have Asia. Okay, come on. I have such a hard time flipping these pages. Here we go. A significant past life in Asia is influencing your current situation. You learned group harmony and the sacrificing of individuality in the Asian culture, but the lessons of that lifetime need to be balanced with your current life culture. For instance, you may have been in the habit of suppressing your emotions and opinions in that lifetime. However, in this lifetime, it's essential that you be aware of your inner truth. You're also being guided to express your beliefs and feelings openly with your loved ones in order to deepen your relationships. Your fascination with the Asian culture stems from your love and respect for the people you met in that lifetime. Consider taking trips to Eastern lands to reconnect with your ancient self and learn more about your soul's previous journey. Wow.
Who's that for?
That was, you're welcome, Nat. That was for Nancy.
Huh.
Was that everyone?
Wow. Whether you want it or not. Come on.
Okay, Tommy. Tommy's next. Past life card. Past life card. Okay, for Tommy. You have Atlantis. Atlantis. Your lifetime in ancient Atlantis is affecting your current situation. You have soul memories of this idyllic civilization that's offered up every imaginable wonder. There's a longing for the utopia that you unconsciously remember and which you know is possible in this world. Your soul also remembers the tragic ending of Atlantis and may have developed phobias about the ocean as a result. Although you love the sea, perhaps you prefer not to go swimming or sailing. You also recall how the majority of Atlanteans were peace-loving with the exception of a few political leaders who misused crystal powers to the detriment of all. So you may be extra sensitive to issues relating to political corruption in this lifetime. Okay. Yeah, Tammy, I hope she does. I hope she does.
What's that?
Gets the video back.
Yeah.
They took it down and now she can't have access to it to even make a copy for herself. And I was like, that's wrong. Yeah, there's nothing we can do. Okay, was there anyone after Tommy? I tell you, if there was a good, nice, reliable place outside of YouTube, I would consider going there.
They say you can do videos on Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how that works, but
I don't like that.
hey, I had my phone clear up in the backyard and I was picking up a good signal.
Huh. Well, I unplugged the booster earlier. Well, that's good.
And those detecting lights kept going on and off. And then when I was in there taking a shower, the lights were going on and off.
Huh. Wow.
Yeah, it was kind of me at first, but
Tammy says, bless you, Al.
well, bless her too. Thank you.
That's all for Oracle cards. Okay. Albert says thank you, Tammy. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to do for tonight. I've been on here for 2.5 hours. And I'm sure other people want to get on and everything. So don't want to hog up the Facebook time from someone else.
It is Saturday night.
Yeah. So remember, if you can, if you want to, please donate to Lisa Hazard. You know, I'm sure she'd really greatly appreciate it right now. And say a prayer for her and Sherri's family while you're at it, if you don't mind.
Pray for everyone.
Yeah. Let's pray for everyone, because everybody, I think, right now needs it. Right now, especially, and all this craziness. So prayers going out to all of you. Now that I've got a good connection to the internet and everything with this new modem router, I think I probably will be back on Wednesday again. That's been my drawback, because I've been having a lot of time getting on and staying on. And thanks for posting that again, Thomas. Yeah. Lisa Howard. I hope I didn't say Lisa Hazard.
You did.
Did I say?
You did.
Oh my God. I hope not. Lisa Howard, not Lisa Hazard, Lisa Howard. Their names are so much alike. Please excuse me if I did. Okay, good night, Jill. Thanks, Jill. Yes, everyone, please stay safe. Keep your distance. Stand back.
We're in for a bumpy ride.
Yeah, we are. We're in for a real bumpy ride coming up, and just hang in there. Keep your space. Use all sorts of precautions.
Yes.
I might make a video to show you. Well, no, I've already posted one showing how you're supposed to really handle stuff. But okay. Good night, Texas. Okay. You do that. All right, Texas. You have a good night. Night, Tammy. Night, Thomas. Thank you all for coming. I've had fun.
Love you all.
Love you all. Yeah. Stay safe. Stay positive.
And if anybody wants any black bamboo, send Terry your address to his email.
Yeah, please. Only if you live in the U.S. So please. Okay. Well, you all take it easy. Have a great night, and remember, believe. Peace.
Gotta love them. Wow. Did anybody else say they were going live tonight? Ouch. No, thank you, Thomas. Can't do it without you.